Welcome to Sipping the Tea, where politics and entertainment take a sip. I am your host, CEO of COE, the critic of everything. You can love it or get the hell out the way. And I have the lovely.
I'm Auntie Miracle. Um, I'll give you all this the tea and the shade. All the tea, uh, all the shade with no filter. I'm sorry, I'm having problems. I was up too late last night. I'm sorry.
You were partying with that wicked wine.
Oh Lord, that Blitch's brew is awesome. I'm telling you, you got to order some.
All right. I saw the link. You had posted it.
Hmm
Well, I'm going to get some.
I'm telling you, man, get some of that.
All right. Try that. Hopefully,
Whew.
I will be passed out from it.
I mean, it's nice. It's like 15% alcohol.
Oh, wow.
Oh yes. So yeah, that's how I was gone, kind of early last night.
Oh, wow.
Hmm
All right, then let's get started with the topic. So we're gonna talk about Herman Cain.
hmm
He passed away from complications to COVID-19 this past week after being hospitalized for I think it was over a month or right at a month. Um, it was close to that time period. And his hospitalization happened right after the Trump rally, the
hmm
campaign rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So
If only this could have been preventable. If only someone had a said, that someone had a said, uh, doing this rally was a bad idea. That putting all of these people into a room together with no social distancing, no masks, breathing and yelling and chanting in an enclosed space with no air circulating. And who could have said anything I wonder if anybody knew that this could happen.
apparently, the president thought everything was all right, and
Well,
no mask.
this is the president thinks that you can inject household cleaners into your system or UV light.
Yeah, I want to see that UV light
I
because
want to see
when
that
you
too.
show up,
And
you
I want you to go ahead and drink the bleach first, sir. You drink the bleach first. Or whatever you put on your skin, drink it. And let's see if that works.
yeah. And I remember Herman Cain. He was in which election? 2012. Was that the one where he was talking
Yeah. Yeah, he was in
nine nine nine?
12. 999.
Okay, yeah.
Was it 12 or was it 8? I think he was in '08 when Obama ran the first time.
Yeah. See
Because
that?
the Republicans need to have a black man to run against a black guy.
Yeah.
Hmm
Yeah, and I remember he was over. What's that? Godfather's.
Godfather's Pizza. Uh-huh.
Did a lot
They
of.
got sued.
Yeah, I
And
know.
a lot of sexual harassment
Yeah,
cases.
and he tried to deny that. So I know it was a lot of controversy around him.
Mm-hmm.
But I know he was 74, so he was already in the high risk category.
Mm-hmm.
He had stage 4 cancer at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Of that, but he let Trump, which I know he was over blacks for Trump. I think that's what it's called.
Yes.
And they wanted to be at this rally to support Trump.
And he was sitting there just, you know, like everything is great. And y'all are this is a political thing. That's how they've been taking this. That it's political. That it's a Democrat hoax. No, it's a public health safety issue that's affecting everybody.
And he lost his life over it, probably catching COVID at that rally
More than likely.
because I know some of the staffers, I think, that were at that rally, they were testing positive for COVID. So,
Right. I've never seen nothing like it. These are people who their house is on fire and they go to extinguish the fire with gasoline. I've never seen anything like it.
and I think even while he was in the hospital, whoever was running his social media, especially his Twitter, he was still, his team was still tweeting on Twitter
Mm-hmm.
about the mask and that it wasn't, you don't need a mask and all this stuff while the man is in the hospital suffering from
Mm-hmm.
COVID-19. So there's a lot of bad steps there. And then the family can't sue Trump because he signed that form.
Sign that waiver.
He signed, so
Yep.
it's nothing they can do now.
And that's exactly why if they're making you sign a waiver to go in any place, that they're not responsible if you die, you might not want to go in there. You might be like, I'm gonna go someplace else because this is not the place for me to be.
Mm.
But I mean, I felt
He
a
wanted to.
modicum of pity, but it was very avoidable. Um, Trump didn't give a rat's ass about none of the people who came to his retarded rally. He didn't have a full arena, so you could have social distanced everybody, or made sure they had a message. We have a pandemic, but no, we wanted to make it look, full. We wanted to look like it was a massive crowd you know, to placate the orange man's ego.
Yeah.
And that's part of the problem we've been having for the last 3 years, is trying to placate his ego because they're afraid that he's going to tweet about them.
Hmm. Yeah, and it is sad that he had to suffer like that. You know, I don't wish that on anybody, but it was preventable. He could have stayed at home.
But you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Yeah, that's the ultimate prize is death. So,
You know how they always say, a woman, if she gets raped and she on a short skirt, she asked for it. Well, Herman Cain, by your logic, sir, you asked for it. I don't want to
mhm.
sound insensitive, but I mean, if you know it's a pandemic and you want to stay in the anti-science, anti-intellectual crowd, that's cool. But I mean, all people are asking you to do is put on a mask,
Mhm.
not give out, the kidney. Just put on the mask.
And
And
sanitize and wash your hands.
yes, and it's like y'all keep fighting, like all these Karens and stuff. It's taking you longer to go in and argue that you can't wear the mask because you have safety concerns. Then you could just go in and put the mask on and go on about your day. Just put the shit on, and then when you leave, take it off
Mhm.
or order online.
Yeah.
Ooh, they get on my nerves. I'm sorry. They annoy me so badly.
Hey. So yeah, that I don't even know what to say because and then Trump was like, "Yeah, he was a good man," and that
He
was
lost. Trump has how many black friends? Two, three. So he killed one of his two or three black friends that he got.
who his other black friend. I can't keep up with him.
I
Kanye
mean,
was at one time, but then he wanted to run for president.
yeah,
So
I don't count Kanye. I'm counting Ben Carson
oh yeah, I
and
forgot about him.
and Tim Scott.
Okay, I forgot about him.
I know somebody has reminded me about him. I'm like, oh yeah, yeah. I forgot all about that one. So
And
he
I
got two.
yeah, Clarence Thomas too. I guess he would be considered his friend. You think they friends?
I doubt it. I think
Okay.
that Clarence Thomas is more of a traditional conservative than a neo-fascist conservative.
I don't know. Looking at some of the his votes.
Oh yeah, his opinions are terrible. I mean, him, Alito, and Scalia, those three are god awful. I totally agree with you. I've read some eye rolling, cringy opinions from those, you know, trio of clowns. Oh, and
Okay.
then when Brinkus was there, yeah.
Uh, okay. Yeah. So okay, he got here. So the only Trump has two black friends.
So
Okay.
yeah, he's got two black friends left. So I hope he doesn't kill those two because you might need them maybe for November. Maybe he can get Diamond and Silk out.
Oh yeah, but he didn't pay them their money, so they a little upset with him. I think
Oh,
they are. I think they, they said they didn't receive,
didn't
money.
you say that they were supposed to pay get paid $1,500?
Yeah, so something was going on with that. So I don't think they too happy with Trump. They
So
not.
all of that they did for $1,500 and never got paid.
That was really reimbursement for their plane tickets.
Well, again, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
They should have been a little more smarter, like Omarosa. At least she got like a book deal and
Hmm.
stuff out of it.
And got a six-figure salary and
Yeah,
didn't do nothing. She didn't do nothing at
yeah.
all. You would ask me what was Omarosa's job in the White House, I would be like, be to be there.
Was she like the? I was gonna say, is she like a liaison for Black people? For
She was supposed to be, yeah.
okay.
I think the only thing that we can say definitively that we can prove that she did something was when she took those pictures of the HBCU presidents in the Oval Office.
Oh yeah,
Outside of that, I don't know what she did. Because if he was trying to make inroads to black people, you fail.
yeah.
You have failed.
But it's weird though. I keep hearing Black people. It's like a few Black people. They be like, "Well, Trump did more for Black people than anybody I know." And I
Yeah,
don't understand where is that coming from, and what logic is that?
it's coming from the criminal justice reform bill. That's what it's coming for, and um, the black unemployment rate had decreased, even though that was really trajectory set by Obama. But it's not like he did anything to help systemic racism because he doesn't even think it exists.
Oh yeah, he making it worse.
And saying that Black Lives Matter is a Marxist terrorist organization because you don't understand what they're trying to say to you. They're not trying to say that white people don't matter or other people don't matter. They're just saying like, yeah, we know that white people matter. We're saying that we matter as well.
Exactly.
That's the only that's the message. But you have a person who has been um, brought up in a emotionally deficient home and has had no real love or structure, and parents didn't even like him. You know, this is what we get to run the country: a grifter who's orange, who makes up things as he goes along.
Yeah, because
You
he got
know,
banned TikTok and
well, why don't you ban Twitter? Oh, but you can't ban Twitter. That's your primary method of communication with everybody.
yeah, he
Instead of
just
having your press secretary, we just tweet it.
yeah, yeah, he's a hot mess. And
God, I
speaking
hope he loses.
and speaking of another presidential candidate, Kanye West
Mm.
has been very active in the media. I know he had what is that campaign rally about 2 weeks ago.
Boy, and he said Harriet Tubman didn't free the slaves.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this in his defense. He is sort of right on that technically she did free the slaves, but she freed them in order for them to still be under the rule or the work for white people.
Mm-hmm.
So I get what he was saying,
Was
but
trying to say,
someone else should have said it for him.
yeah,
He's not the best communicator in the
yeah.
world. His communication is 18 bars, and
Mhm.
usually it's got nigga rhyming with nigga. So and huh, that's a Kanye song. Or throw in some brand names, Gucci, Prada, Fendi. You know, that's a Kanye song. No depth, no nothing. He's been trash since his mom died.
Yeah, and that brings up a good point. I think his mom was helping manage his mental health. I think after
Hmm.
that, nobody really was trying to manage it or help him be, like say you need to take your medicine.
He got in the wrong family.
Yeah, they know
To,
destroying
that
black men.
they destroy every man.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah. Yep.
It, it don't matter black, white. It don't matter. It's any man. He destroy them.
Yeah, because that one that was with Courtney Scott, he
Scott.
was crazy. Yeah, for
Yep.
a little bit.
Hmm.
Destroy any man they come in contact with.
Everyone.
Yeah, so
I think Reggie Bush may have came out okay, but he's not even. Is he still playing?
I think he still play football. I don't know.
See there?
He
Never,
not
never mind.
popular
Never
as he
mind.
used to be, so I don't know. No, he don't play football anymore. Okay. Oh,
When
I
did he
didn't.
quit playing? I'm curious. I just want to see where this goes, and I need to know about Chris Humphries too.
When did he retire? I think look like 2016.
Mm.
So
That's
that's a few years ago.
so that's Reggie Bush. Okay, so what about Chris Humphries? What's he doing?
He played from 2006 to 2016, so he had a good career. Chris Humphries.
So yeah, Chris Humphries.
Oh, the one she was married to for like 90 days.
Yes, 90 Day Fiance. Yes, yes, Chris Humphries. I
So,
remember they spent $10 million on the wedding, and they were so excited because her name started with a K and his name started with a K, and Kanye's name starts with a K too.
mm.
Mm,
Last time he played looked like was Atlanta Hawks in 2017.
mm. So people's careers end right about the same time. And what's Lamar Odom doing?
Uh,
Now that's the one that got
somewhere
utterly
strung out.
destroyed.
Somewhere strung out. That's what Lamar Odom doing. And
Courtney got him utterly destroyed.
yeah,
But I guess nobody is worse than Chris Jenner. She turned her man into a woman.
Chris Jenner said he always wanted to do that. That
I don't believe that. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
look
I
like
don't believe it.
Lamar Odom is trying to come back playing in the Chinese Basketball Association. So that's what he working on currently.
Ain't
So
Lamar like 50 years old?
he 40. He should be bad though. He shouldn't be trying,
Baby, bye.
but he need to make up some money probably. And who did Chloe have her baby by? Tristan Thompson. Okay, he's a player
He
too.
he
Okay,
cheat he cheating on her, right? Or
Tristan
cheated.
cheats on everybody.
And who was the one who had the lips and the whole face redone? Kendall, Kylie.
Was it
Who
Kyle?
she, who she had her baby by? Uh, one
Travis
of the
Scott. Travis Scott.
Travis Scott.
Yeah.
Uh, okay. And who is uh um the person that's saying Bodak Yellow? Cardi B. Who is Cardi B married to?
Offset.
Okay. Ain't he not a Scott too?
He what?
And his last name Scott too? Are they related?
I don't know. I don't think they're related though.
Mm.
I can't keep up with them. I don't.
You see, I don't know.
I don't know all the people. Offset is part of some group.
Migos.
Yeah. Okay. And then Travis Scott is a solo artist.
Oh, okay, okay. See, I
Yeah.
thought Migos was actually one person. I didn't know it was a group until what's his name got with Cardi B.
And then you're like, oh, it's separate
It's a
people.
group. Oh, okay. It's a group of ugly dudes screaming into a microphone. Got it.
Oh.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. There's so many I can't keep up with them. They all sound the same a lot of times.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah. So Kanye and Kid Kanye was acting a fool on Twitter, basically.
Oh man, he was really crying out for help,
Yeah,
and it was clear he was in a manic episode.
yeah. He said that Get Out was about him. Uh, the movie Get Out.
But
That's
that was a big joke when Get Out was in theaters because there was a lot of memes being shown with Kanye being the little black dude or being the little running guy that was the old white man. The grandfather was in the younger black guy.
oh, for real? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it was a lot of memes. I wonder if I can find one. Hold on, let me see if I can find that meme.
Oh
It
wow.
was a hilarious video. Ooh, let
See,
me see if I can find it.
but I know all he been in his little ranch, and people been coming to visit him.
Oh, he has a ranch.
Yeah, in Wyoming. So and then he was talking about how he didn't want Chris Jenner to be around his kids, and he
Baby, bye.
screenshotted text messages where he was like, "You gonna call me right now?" When he was sending messages to Chris, why don't you answer your phone? I was like, that.
Cause you crazy.
So I don't know what's gonna go on with that. I know Kim Kardashian came out a few times and he didn't want to see her, but I guess the last time after he issued his apology to her, um, they did, I guess they spoke briefly, but she went on back home. So
Okay.
uh, who knows with Kanye? I know he working on his album Donna, that's named after his late mother.
Okay.
He's been coming out there recording music. Justin Bieber, another train wreck, came out there with them and was recording music apparently. So and then he had Dame Dash. I said, yeah, you need to run if Dame Dash trying to come out there because we know
Mm.
bad he fell off. So
Dame Dash. That was used to be with Kanye. Not Kanye.
Rockefeller, Jay.
Rockefeller. Yeah. Jay-Z. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, you need to run. Those not the people he need to be hanging around. So
Mm-hmm. Oh Lord, I'm trying to find that video. I may not be able to find it. I know there was something that was played on Facebook.
oh, they might have took that down by now.
Well, nothing ever goes away.
Unless you have the right money now. Money talks. Money talks.
I found it.
All right.
Let me put the link in the thing for you. Ha ha. I tell you, I'm good. There you go.
All right.
Oh, you know what? That
Well,
ain't right. Don't play that one.
okay.
That ain't right. Oh well. We can continue on. If I find it, then I'll
All
let you
right.
know.
We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. So I know this really been a big deal where people were basically at protests being grabbed and put in unmarked vehicles and then being transported to an undisclosed location and then being released. Um,
Mm,
so we did find out this was the United States government
yeah. Mm-hmm.
that have been doing this. I don't even know the reason why, but it's really to kind of end the protest, I would say, or to scare people into not going to the protest.
Well, I think it is more of a we're going to strategically put secret police into the black community or the black and brown community in order to, you know, kidnap, injure, or whatever, to violently suppress the vote. He'll be able to tell his people, "I'm get tough on crime, wartime president. I have to stop all these anarchists and these terrorists from trying to destroy America as we know it, because the Democrats, that's what they're going to do. They're going to destroy America." And this is his way of, trying to manipulate people. He's taking it just completely out of, the 1940s, you know, um, the dictator starter kit.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Even with even the mentioning of him saying, "Well, why don't we postpone the election?" Just
Right.
saying those little things. It's like that's what we slowly moving toward.
I mean, we've been moving toward it.
It's getting closer now.
It's, I mean, I think we're already there. We just
Yeah,
haven't realized it yet.
but he wants to send kids to school, but he wants to postpone the election due to
But
COVID.
his kid's not going to school though.
Yeah, no, he not. Yeah, he not going to school. He can stay at home, and they could even pay somebody using our money, the taxpayers' money, to come to the house to teach him if they wanted to. So
This all could have been rectified, or it could have been made easier had the government acted back in March or back in January when you knew this was
yeah,
going on in
in
uh,
China,
China.
because they
But
started shutting stuff down in December in China. So
exactly. So you knew it's going to come over here. So you should have been making plans then. And them, I guess, being so generous and giving us, $1,200 one time
that's enough.
after how many million people now are out of a job? Like 5 million people.
Hmm.
But you're giving $1,200 once
Exactly.
since March.
Yeah,
It's August.
and you get your $500 for your, if you have if you have a child. But get this, Republicans did not want pregnant people to get that additional $500.
They don't want to extend the additional 600 because they're saying that it encourages people not to get a job.
People scared.
Well,
What
I understand if a person was working in, fast food or something, and they were making 7.25 an hour, and then now they're getting, you know, their six
above
hundred
minimum
dollars.
wage?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I ain't going to work either. But those of us who work and work at a livable wage, that ain't gonna do nothing.
Hmm.
That's one bill. One.
Exactly.
More than likely, it's your car or it's a partial of your rent.
Hmm.
We're not even counting food, gas, nothing. None of
Electricity.
your essentials, deodorants, medicine, doctor's visit, none of that being factored in. And they could have made it where the kids, if you wanted the kids to open up in the fall, you should have been giving people money like they did in Europe, because any money that you give us is going to just be put back into the economy.
Yeah,
But you'd rather give it to the billionaires for them to keep it.
exactly. And that's the cycle continues.
So here we go again. Y'all trying to push these kids into school. You haven't made any arrangements, no preparations. You haven't given the schools any more money to make it safe.
Hmm. And
But
really
you want them to go to school.
to pull funding if they don't open the school. So,
And and it's already underfunded.
hmm,
We have like the worst education system, like period. And you want to pull funding because
hmm,
people care about not contaminating their children, which in turn will contaminate and make us sick.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, I got a cold. I held a little newborn baby who had a cold. She sneezed on me. I was sick for 3 weeks. That cold turned into one of the worst flus I've ever had. Them babies carry some powerful germs. They powerful, but
Yeah,
they concentrated in the little bodies.
yeah, and that's true. And then you send the kids back to school. Parents have to work, so guess who's gonna have to pick up the kids? The grandparents, the people
Hmm.
who are already don't need to be out there going to the
Hmm.
school to pick because nobody else is able to do it. Their parents are the only person that can come out there and pick them up.
Hmm. And you made it to where they have to go back to work, and
Hmm.
so they have to go back to work, and the kids have to go back to school.
Yeah,
But if you knew that all these jobs were going to be going away, that the economy was going to crash, you should have done something for the country and the people that you love so much to make America great.
you done ran this were worse than what it is.
Hmm.
So,
And didn't even have the decency to go to John Lewis's funeral.
because he would have burnt up if he would have walked in there. He would have caught fire.
Oh, we've all been to a funeral of somebody we hated. You go in and pay your respects, sit down, and sit there, stare blankly, and then leave.
He would have caught fire.
Because all he can do is go to a church and stand in front of it with the Bible upside down.
Yeah,
That's what he knows about the church.
exactly. And John Lewis, hey, he had plenty of opportunities to attend one of the services, be there with
Hmm.
your other, the former presidents who all attended the funeral.
Right.
Jimmy Carter couldn't attend because we know he's up in age and he's older and he's been sick.
But
But
he would have been there.
all the other living presidents attended the funeral.
And if George Bush, the senior, he would have been there.
Uh-huh. If he was alive,
If
yeah.
he was alive, he would have been there.
You know. Everybody else attending, he know where to be seen, or he was playing golf with. Oh yeah, he was playing golf, wasn't it?
More than likely.
Yeah, because it was like a picture, and you could see
That's
all
what he tends to
in
do.
the neck. Yeah,
That's his safe place. Playing golf badly. And we can see that his bad body, that he wears a girdle.
he wear that girdle with everything. He worse than women. Uh,
Hmm. That's why his tie is so long.
I bet he wear it to bed.
He probably needs ain't nobody touching him.
We
You
know
think Melania touching
Melania.
him?
No, she not.
Mm-mm. Melania looks like she hate him.
She haven't touched him since before Byron was born, or Barron was born.
Mhm. As soon as he out of office, you're gonna hear that Melania and Nasty Nuts and got a divorce. She probably got that paperwork ready to file for the first day. That's gonna be filed.
To jail. He going to jail. He going to
Mhm.
prison rather.
You need to.
So she about to separate herself from that
Hmm.
and keep it moving. She still got the other half of her life to live. I'm sure she gonna live it to the fullest once he locked up
Hmm.
behind bars.
Mm, mm, mm.
But even speaking of schools, I do want to mention that this young lady, a 15-year-old, a judge in Michigan sentenced her to a juvenile detention center because she was unable to do her online coursework when the schools closed down due to COVID-19. It's a black female, of course, in which we know that black juveniles are sent to detention centers at a much higher rate than any other race,
Mhm.
so people understand Black Lives Matter.
Mhm.
And the weird thing about this case was the young girl, she um, with special needs. So she has a IEP, so an individualized education program in which she has
Mm.
certain things in place to help her learn. She had got in trouble, so she was on a special probation program.
Mm.
She got in trouble because she got in an argument with her mom and, was acting out a little bit as teenagers do. So the courts put her on a specialized probation program. Schools closed down. As part of her probation, she supposed to make sure she did her homework every night, turned in all her classwork. School shut down because of COVID. Everything goes virtual online. So she's special needs and she has a special, program that she's supposed to follow. The schools are supposed to work with you to get you the virtual learning environment you need.
Mhm.
So her caseworker or probation officer rather decided to report her to the court because she wasn't doing her online coursework. Because as we know, when COVID shut everything down, the teachers really didn't have a plan in place, nor did the schools.
Mhm.
So, special needs, special education got pushed to the side because they didn't want anybody in the schools or they weren't really trying to work or figure out what was going on with that.
Mhm.
So the case with the caseworker, parole, probation officer reports it to the court. She's not doing her coursework. So she has to go back to court. Probation officer didn't contact any other teachers. Her school counselor or caseworker who was supposed to come to court to explain to the judge, she's on a special education program and we're trying to work through to figure out the best way to provide online services to her.
Mhm.
So since they weren't contacted, they didn't show up to the court because they had no clue. So the judge decided because nobody was there, she was going to just sentence her to a juvenile detention center.
But for not doing your homework though.
Yeah, it's a white judge. So it's been people up there talking about free grace is what the name she's going by.
Mhm.
Um, and trying to get her out. They're trying to keep her in there until September. So I know a bunch of
They're gonna keep her
congressmen.
into September.
Uh huh. So you already have somebody who's special needs. You put them into an environment, juvenile detention center, where they're not gonna focus any type of learning or do anything with them, but push them to the back. You know how kids are. Kids are cruel. So
Mhm.
you're doing all that and then putting this in this environment. So that's
Wow.
crazy. And I'm sure it's probably thousands of cases around that, but this one just got the attention because her mom actually called a news station or a reporter to try to get help. So,
Wow.
but this is Trump land.
I mean, you can go to jail for not doing your homework.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, I know.
I
Crazy.
I literally don't know what to say. I I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
It's the same reason why they had I want to say a report, or I can't remember what show it was, but they were saying moms who use marijuana seem to be more calmer and better parents with their children. White moms meaning white moms, because if black people use it, we going to jail.
Mhm. Mhm.
So Trump America. That's what it
I
is.
want to be. I want to exit off of this ride. I want to exit off of this planet. I mean, the 2021 has got to be better than this.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Oh, it must be. It must be.
I I just people just go to the polls and vote. Vote in your local elections. Vote people
Please,
out who don't need to
especially
be.
in the local election.
You
That's the
have
most important.
so you gotta vote these people out. If you sit back, guess what?
Gonna be the same crap. You're just gonna be at home playing keyboard warrior and whining and complaining and posting memes and message boards, and that will change.
Exactly. So I hope people vote. You got what you got out there. So
And I hope that you vote logically and realistically, and you're looking at you know what's at stake. We got one seat that's going to be coming up on the Supreme Court within the next few years. Because RBG is not going to be holding on
yeah,
forever.
that's the next 12 months because she just got back out the hospital.
Hmm.
She holding on. So she trying to hold on. I
She's trying
know.
to hold on till this dude gone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She holding on now.
Hmm. So do we really want him to to put a fourth one on the high court?
Another Kavanaugh.
Yes, another Gorsuch. Okay,
You know,
okay.
you got people like even John Roberts looking at you crazy. Come on,
Hmm.
you know it's some issues.
Yeah, Chief Justice Roberts is the logical one. That that's interesting.
I know we never would have thought that.
No, I thought this was the worst thing when Bush appointed him. I'm like, oh God, no. But yeah, I'm cool with Roberts. I'm even cool with Alito and Scalia because I know what to expect from them and Thomas. I know exactly what to expect from those four. But these other ones, um, Gorsuch and Kavanaugh, no.
Yeah, it's when you got even Kavanaugh come. I mean, not Kavanaugh. Roberts coming behind Kavanaugh to be like, that is not
Hmm.
our opinion. You made this is a coming out his butt.
Like everything,
So
like him and Squee and PJ.
that's
Uh,
crazy. Like even I don't even know.
oh gosh,
I just
my
need
friends Squee and PJ.
I need people to vote.
Please, 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 just somebody, and please utilize the paper ballot. Do the mail in, please. If you can't
Yeah,
go, just mail them hoes in. Don't listen
exactly.
to this nut saying that it's going to be a rigged election. He's trying to rig it now.
Exactly. And Barr was they were interviewing William Barr. I saw
Hmm.
some of it. And he talking about, well, can the president not leave office and all this stuff? He talking about, well, he could leave office, if it shows the election to be legitimate. So they already trying to start with their bull crap.
They're already starting it.
So and
So
for
it
his
seems like though the GOP is not. I don't know if they feel like being tied to him now is becoming a bit of a liability or what, but I see that there's starting to be some defections.
yeah, they starting to kind of distance themselves a little bit
Mm-hmm.
from them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to continue to distance or they're going to try to come back and kiss his butt like they normally do. So
But you know the guy that he got all the Supreme Court nominations from, I can't remember what the name of the uh, was it the Heritage Foundation, the Federalist Society? I think it's the Federalist Society. He said that when he was getting impeached, he said that it wasn't grounds for being impeached. It was a Democratic witch hunt. So then when dude said Oh, well, I think we need to postpone the elections. He said, oh, this is grounds for impeachment. Well, we told you before that if you let him off, he's going to be more emboldened to continue to overstep his bounds.
Exactly.
You know, no, Susan Collins, he's not going to learn his lesson. He's 70, almost 80 years old. He hasn't learned yet. It's too late.
Exactly.
You could have stopped him then, but nope, you didn't want to convict him and have him removed. So shut up,
Yeah, he just running around just
doing what he want to do. And
mhm,
Lord, if he win a second term,
mm-mm.
I'm telling you, we got to go to Canada or
Yeah,
something.
I know. That's why I said I'm about to go to Canada. I don't know if I can survive another 4 years.
I don't think the country can survive 4 years.
Mm-mm. Nobody can. Not with this.
Mm-mm.
I wonder if Republicans will be relieved if he don't win the election.
I think those who have not been indoctrinated will, but the ones that are still, swimming in the racist fountain of idiocy, they won't. They'll be mad because Trump is giving them perfect outlet to just say whatever the hell they
Mhm.
want to say.
Yeah, that's
They even got real bold.
yeah. It is. It's bold out there. They say crazy stuff,
Yeah, they say crazy stuff. We should have never freed y'all, and I'm like, oh, okay,
but they forget who they dealing with. Like all these
exactly,
people getting beat up.
exactly. See,
They get
y'all did
beat
that,
up.
and we didn't have weapons back then. These folks, they got guns now.
Exactly.
So yeah, you go ahead if you want to,
And Karen's getting slapped all over the place, coming at
and
people.
so they should. So they should. And I really wish they would stop always trying to call the police all the time on anything.
Exactly.
They yelled at me, and he told me to shut the f up. And I was in front of my grandkids, and I want the police here now. Why? Why? Why aren't they charged?
Exactly. And a lot of them should be.
Absolutely. When the police get there and see there's nothing going on, you need to go ahead and issue them a citation and give them a court date for wasting resources, because somebody could really be sick or dying, or or something, and we wasting our time talking about, I don't want to wear my mask because I have breathing problems, but you yelling and screaming in the store how you're not going to wear your mask and that you got breathing problems,
Fits.
but it sounds like you can breathe fine to me.
Having fits too, sitting in the middle of the floor.
Sitting in the middle of the floor yelling, I want your manager, I'm going to own this store. You're I get so tired. I get so tired.
It's a new video every day.
It's a new video every day, and the racist people keep posting stupid stuff on their social media. Like, you're not gonna get found out and fired like everybody else.
Because people gonna call your job.
Because look, you know that I'm a professional troll,
Hmm.
and we are going to we'll post on our Instagram whatever bullshit you said, and then they'll have a post underneath it and say, "Okay, internet, do your thing."
Mm-mm. That's what I'm saying. People complaining. They call your job and complain, and then you get mad because you lost your job because you were saying crazy stuff.
And then you want to apologize, and I'm so sorry that this came out of my mouth. I'm just so ashamed of myself, and I want to learn more about Black people and their experiences, and how insensitive I am, and it makes me question whether or not I'm a racist. And And I have black friends, and I'm not really racist. I was like, shut up,
I
shut up.
have my two black friends. I'm not
Yeah,
racist.
I saw this video where a girl was driving by. It was a one white guy, lone white guy holding a Black Lives Matter sign. And he's supposed to be in the most racist city in America. And so white people would just be driving by yelling, saying, you know, you're white, right? Or, you know, F black folks, black lives, and, you know, only white lives matter. So one girl stops, she says, who gives a shit about black lives? Only white lives matter. And I got black friends. I was like, oh,
Mm,
okay, okay, okay. I'm pretty sure if they see this, they won't be your friends anymore.
exactly, the right ones. That's what I say. You got to be careful. You mess with the right ones. You're
Hmm.
getting a lot of them too.
Win stupid games or play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
You're like the one that tried to tell the girl to go back to Mexico, but she was Native American. And she got slapped.
Yes, and she deserved all of that.
I know. Her husband did good though. Her husband was like, she got mental issues. He came
Clearly,
out and filmed a video and said, he want to apologize on behalf of his wife, and she has mental issues, and hopefully her seeing this and seeing how she acted, she'll go get the help she needed. He flipped that around real good, but her husband is a lawyer, so
right?
he knew how to flip that.
Look, if you go to their page on Instagram or Yelp, oh man, they got so many hilarious negative reviews.
Yeah, they get on people now. I tell you that. Like if you got a business and you say some racist stuff or you say something crazy, people will come and leave horrible reviews.
Hmm.
So they'll go on Facebook, Yelp, Google Business, everywhere.
Yep, everything.
And so this is you gotta be careful.
Hmm. Just keep it to yourself. Write it in a diary and put it in a time capsule
And
and
burn
let
it
it be.
so
Let it be.
nobody will never find it.
Nobody will find it. Don't lose your whole career and your whole life because you decide you want to be cute on Facebook and Instagram
And say something crazy.
and
Don't
say
lose
some. Yeah, please
Don't
don't.
lose
Just
your
stop.
college scholarships because you want to act a fool on TikTok and say some crazy
Hmm.
stuff. So
And I really hate black people now. We didn't do it. You said it.
exactly. The
Did
school,
nobody tell you to do that?
hey, that was the university that decided to take your scholarship, not us.
Based upon what you said. So that's your fault.
Yeah, just go out and vote, 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 vote. That's all I
Please.
gotta say.
Yes.
So we can get some decency.
Hopefully.
I hope. But that is all for tonight, and we will catch you next time.
Yes, we shall.
Adios.
Have a good night.